Angelina just sent a shocking message to Brad Pitt, and it worries all fans. On Sunday, May 17th, Zahara Jolie graduated from Spelman College in Atlanta, Georgia with a Bachelor of Arts degree in psychology. Video from the commencement ceremony spread online within hours. When Zahara walked across the stage to receive her diploma, the announcer read her name as Zahara Marley Jolie. Not Jolie Pitt, just Jolie. The crowd erupted in cheers as she collected her degree and walked off the stage. Angelina Jolie was in the audience watching. Brad Pitt was not there. There was no sign of him in any of the footage, and sources have since confirmed he did not attend. This was not the first time Zahara used only her mother's last name. Back in November 2023, when she joined the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority at Spelman, she stood in front of her sorority sisters and introduced herself as Zahara Marley Jolie. She said she came from Los Angeles, California. No mention of Pitt then either. And here is the detail that matters. The official commencement program for the graduation actually listed her name as Zahara Marley Jolie Pitt. But when her name was called out loud during the ceremony, the Pitt part was gone. That was not an accident. That is a deliberate choice. Zahara is not the only one in the family to make this move. Her sister Shiloh filed legal paperwork on her 18th birthday to remove Pitt from her last name entirely. A court approved it. Vivian dropped Pitt from the credits of the Broadway production of The Outsiders, where she was listed as Vivian Jolie. And Maddox has used only Jolie in professional film credits, including work on his mother's projects. That is 4 out of 6 children who have publicly distanced themselves from the Pitt name. Now here is where the message gets loud. Sources told TMZ that Brad Pitt did not reach out to anyone about getting a ticket to the graduation ceremony. He did not contact Zahara, not contact Angelina. He made no attempt. A source close to Angelina responded by saying nothing prevented him from showing up for her or ever visiting her. The source added that the day was about everything Zahara accomplished, not about whether Brad was willing to attend. Sources connected to Brad tell a different story. They say he did not reach out because the estrangement has grown so deep that any attempt at contact would be unwelcome. Weeks before the graduation, Zahara spoke at a mother-daughter brunch for the Pearls of Purpose Foundation in Atlanta. Angelina attended. Zahara spoke about their relationship, calling it unique and kindred. She talked about being adopted at 6 months old and said their love for each other is a found one. She called Angelina the most selfless and understanding woman she gets to call her mom. She thanked her for raising the family on the values of helping others and being kind. She said she is grateful to have had a role model who showed her what it looks like to be a decent human being. At no point during the entire speech did Zahara mention Brad Pitt, not once. Sources previously told In Touch that Zahara has totally shut Brad out, but that he remains proud of the woman she has become. A source told US Weekly that Brad views the name changes as more than paperwork. To him, it was a symbol of a deeper estrangement that has been brewing for years. Other sources say the children have struggled to forgive and connect with Brad since the divorce. There is also a historical layer to this. Angelina herself legally dropped her father John Voight's surname back in 2002 after their own relationship deteriorated. What is happening now with the Jolie Pitt children follows a pattern Angelina set a generation ago. Angelina and Brad separated in 2016. Their divorce was finalized at the end of 2024 after years of legal battles. They also remain locked in a dispute over their French winery Chateau Miraval. And as that legal fight continues, the children keep choosing one name, Jolie. So when Zahara walked across that stage at Spelman College earning her degree and hearing her name called without Pitt attached to it, and when Angelina sat in the audience surrounded by the rest of her children while Brad was absent, the message did not need a press conference or a statement. It was just a name read out loud in front of thousands.